Hello, thank you for joining me at Yoga Mojo and Movement Therapy in Vancouver, Washington. My name is Moriah Diederich, and I'm going to be showing you a few simple stretches you can do to release neck and shoulder tension. And the only prop that you're going to need is a light weight. I have a 3-pound dumbbell. Just make sure that it's something that you can easily hold in your hand and that doesn't cause any discomfort. You don't need the weight, but it does help with this stretch. And you can also do this seated or standing, but if you sit, I'd like to take a moment to set your body up in an ideal posture. So moving away from the backrest allows you to engage your core to hold yourself up. We also want to make sure that we're stacked properly on our sitting bones instead of tucked under on our tail, which creates a lot of rounding on our spine. If we're seated on our bones correctly, the spine can stack vertically from the pelvis through the crown of the head. Allow your ankles to be aligned right underneath the knees, and your feet are hip width apart. Take your weight in your right hand and drop it down to the side. You may need to scoot over in your chair a little bit. And notice that we don't want to lean into that weight. We want to hold ourselves upright, keeping our shoulders even. Create a gentle swing in that right arm, moving forward and back. Start slowly and then gradually increase this movement forward and back. And just notice how your shoulder feels here. And then start to reduce the movement until that arm comes to still right at your side. Your left ear is going to drop down towards the shoulder in a side bend. Notice that I'm not turning my head, I'm not tilting it up or looking down. I'm simply taking that left ear as I look straight ahead, down towards the shoulder. You should feel a stretch, hopefully somewhere across the neck and the top of that right shoulder. Tune into your breath. Notice the movement the breath creates in your torso as you hold this stretch. On your next inhale, gently bring your head back to neutral. And now turn your head all the way looking to the left. If you're really tight, you may not be able to turn your head very far. That's okay, that's why we're doing this stretch. So we turn our head as much as we can to the left, and then we drop the chin down towards the shoulder. And notice the new set of muscles that are stretching on that right side. All the while, that right arm continues to hold the weight and lengthen down towards the floor without tilting. Gently, on your next inhale, lift the chin and slowly turn your head looking straight ahead. One more time, we're going to drop the left ear towards the left shoulder. And now you can incorporate a little tilt, maybe looking up, looking down, just to find the right angle of the stretch that's appropriate for you right now. And continue to breathe. And imagine that that breath is expanding in your torso to create space. And as you exhale, see if you have just a little bit more release into that stretch. On your next inhale, gently bring your head back to center. And now I'm going to release the weight down to the side. I'm going to turn my body to the side so you can see what I'm doing. We're going to do exaggerated shoulder rolls. We're going to start by taking the shoulders and squeezing them towards each other. I'm going to lift my shoulders towards my ears, pull forward and down, squeezing together, lifting, forward, releasing down, and one last time, we squeeze, we lift, we pull forward, and we release. Now take that in the other direction. Forward, up, back, and down. And notice any noises that are occurring in neck and shoulders. It's perfectly normal. It's just the densification in the tissues. One last time. Forward, lift, back, and down. And just let your shoulders settle here. Notice how the two sides feel, and maybe one side feels a little better than the other. Hopefully the side we just stretched. Take your weight now into your left hand and release that down to your sides. Begin a gentle swing forward and back. Noticing this side, how the shoulder feels in this movement, keeping it gentle. And then reduce the movement until the arm comes back to still. And now the right ear is going to drop down to the right shoulder, straight down to the side, lengthening the left side of the neck and shoulder. And breathe, keeping your breath nice and soft. But just notice that gentle expansion and that gentle exhale, creating a little softening across the stretch. Gently bring your head back to center, and now turn your gaze, turn your head all the way to the right as much as you can, and lowering the chin down towards the right shoulder. Notice the difference now between the left and right sides from when you did this stretch on the other side. Notice how this side feels. On your next inhale, gently lift the chin and turn your head back to center. And take that left ear and drop it down towards the shoulder. Good. And a little tilt of the head up or down, just to find the appropriate stretch that you can hold and breathe into. Slowly back to center, taking your time. Release the weight down to the floor. And one more time, we do those exaggerated shoulder rolls. We start by squeezing shoulders together. Lift, pull forward, and release down. Two more. Squeeze together. Lift shoulders. Pull them forward and release down. Last one. Back, up, forward and down, and take those the other direction. Forward, up, back, and down. Last two. Notice how your shoulders and your neck are feeling. Hopefully we got a little release in the top of the shoulders and the sides of the neck. The shoulder rolls you can do at any time throughout the day, especially if you find yourself hunched over a computer or doing dishes or driving. Anytime we're working in front of us, getting those rounded shoulders, those shoulder rolls can really help work out some of the stress and as well as the neck side stretch. I hope that helped. Thank you so much for watching.